David was still contemplating the genuineness of this super lavish system when the door of the infirmary was pushed open. A beautiful woman in her 30s came in wearing a white coat. This was the doctor overseeing the university's infirmary. Her name was Christine Shelton, and she was 32 years old. She had been married for a few years and she did not have kids yet. Furthermore, her husband was the boss of a small company. However, it was rumored that her relationship with her husband was not good, and they were in the middle of filing for a divorce. It was rumored that in order to work with a much bigger company, Christine's husband asked her to drink with his clients. Furthermore, he even spiked her drink so that she would spend the night with the company's boss. Eventually, Christine found out beforehand and she ran back to the campus while he went to the restroom. Then, she stayed on the campus and never went home. Recently, she began looking for a lawyer to file for a divorce with her husband. You can leave now that you're awake. After you go back, remember to eat more food that will help with replenishing your energy and vitality. Your body is weak, and you can't let this go on. Be more optimistic. Don't let trivial things affect your mood. Christine saw David had opened his eyes in the bed and said to him, "Thank you, Dr. Shelton. I got it." David got up and walked out of the infirmary shakily. He was still feeling a little dizzy right now. Sigh, are students nowadays so infatuated with love? Christine sighed sorrowfully. Then, she thought about her husband. When they were in university, they were also crazily in love with each other. However, he drugged her and did such a terrible thing for the sake of his company. If she did not find out in advance, she could not imagine what would happen to her. Until now, she still could not understand why he would do such a thing. As David was walking on campus, a lot of students were pointing at him and making remarks when they saw him. It was because he was famous now. There were a lot of couples getting together and breaking up at South River University, but this was the first time in history that a student vomited blood and passed out after breaking up. Moreover, with Leo deliberately telling everyone about the matter, David became famous in South River University in just half a day. However, David was not in the mood to care about this. After he walked out of campus, he felt thirsty, so he went to the vending machine next to the university to buy a bottle of water. When he was about to pay, David instinctively wanted to use the balance in his phone to pay. However, he suddenly remembered the binding of the super lavish system from earlier. Therefore, he decided to try it out to see whether it was legit.